Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and today I have the new Beyblade Burst GT Wizard Fafnir, and just by looking at it I could tell it's going to be pretty good. So here we have the front of the packaging, so it's in this black and gold packaging rather than the regular typical packaging, because this is a left spinning Beyblade, and left spinning Beyblades have a little bit more design, different design in their packaging. So here we have the Beyblade number B139. This is by TAKSTAR, and here we have the new owner of Wizard Fafnir. I don't watch the anime, so I don't know the names. You could comment in the comment section below. So Wizard Fafnir also comes with a launcher and a ripcord, a left spinning one, of course. Here's on the side just talking about GT, and here on the back showing you all the parts and stats. So stamina type, the chip is Fafnir. The disc, or I'm sorry, the weight is Sen, and the layer base is Wizard. So Wizard, Fafnir, Sen. And the disc is RT for Ratchet, and RS for Rise for the driver. And this looks pretty interesting to me. I don't think it's really gonna help with LED or procession. But I'll get to that in a little bit. Here are the stats for this Beyblade and the gimmick for the Ratchet disc, which I'm not pretty sure what that does yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, let's get this Beyblade open. Alright, so before we talk about Wizard Fafnir, here is the left spinning launcher and orange winder. Pretty neat. I'm glad it's not the proto launchers anymore. And I wanted to point out something on the instructions. So this is our first left spinning Beyblade of the new GT series. It says here that the left spinning Gotchi chip and the right spinning Gotchi chips aren't compatible with each other. So like Fafnir is only compatible with left spinning layers, and same goes for the right spinning Gotchi chips. They can only go for right spinning base layers, which is pretty disappointing because I really wanted to try a left spinning Gotchi chip on the Valkyrie layer base. That would have been pretty awesome. All right, and then one more thing. Here we have the GT customized guide featuring the new Cosmo Valkyrie. You could pause to check out the combos there. You can see the new Valkyrie and Storm Pegasus. And then we have a teaser here, and there was actually an accidental leak on the TAKSTAR channel. You could see like people already grabbed like screen grabs of it, so it's already leaked all over. And yeah, I think someone got fired at TAKSTAR after that video got leaked. But anyway, here let's talk about Wizard Fafnir. Alright, so Wizard Fafnir, immediately I saw this and I thought this is what Geist Fafnir should have been. And I'll do a comparison between its other generations. But yeah, here we have Wizard Fafnir, and it looks great. So no dumb springy gimmick on the rubber, it's just rubber and plastic with the metal weights in the middle. And of course the Gotchi chip, check it out. It looks super nice. It's like a fiery red and gold. Looks great. And I really like the green in the middle, because all the previous Fafnirs had green in them. And here is the teeth on the Gotchi chip. They actually look pretty good. So if you guys don't know, I'm actually doing this but with one hand because I had surgery on my other hand, so please bear with me if I'm doing this a little bit. Okay, so there we go. So here we have the layer. Just a regular layer. So you got your typical 3 dragon heads with the 3 rubber spots on it. Looks really great. Here we have the weights. What is this one called? So this one is called Sen. It looks pretty good. It's got some, it's got all the points kind of filled in, and even the middle. But if you look on the other underside, it's pretty empty. It's like there's a lot of space in those points, so it's not going to be as heavy as you think. And then the Gotchi chip, Fafnir. Again, looking really awesome. And a closer look at the teeth here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth. Not bad, but when I clicked it or put it together, it seemed pretty good. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the layer. Here we have Ratchet for the forged disc. And at first when I saw pictures of this, the top part looked like the normal heavy disc with like this huge weird frame on it, but it's actually just one piece. And only has 1 star, but oh well. And it's called Ratchet because it has like, it could spin to the right and it has like this weird sound to it. It's hard to demonstrate with just one hand, but could barely hear it though. And it can only spin. It can only spin to the right. It won't spin to the left if you try and push it this way. It's stuck. And you can see on the inside, like all those jagged edges on the inside, that's what's preventing it from spinning the other way. And also causing all that ratchety noise inside. So I think the gimmick of this is that if it's going up against a right spinning Beyblade, it's just gonna slip off, you know, just slip off of the disc rather than really give it some impact. I think that's the idea behind it. Alright, and then lastly we have the driver. This is called Rise. So the very middle, we have just a regular like stamina type tip. It's pretty small, but all around we have this huge plate that kind of comes up into this U shape, and it's not free spinning. It's just one. It's just one solid piece. Now I don't really think this is going to help with life after death or possession because I think the purpose of this is just to keep the Beyblade up, to keep it straight up rather than super tilted, so that way if it's straight up more, the rubber will be hit by the other Beyblade more often than rather it just being tilted this way. So I think this is to help it keep it, again, just to help it keep it up, keep it a little bit more balanced, and trying to get as much absorption from the other Beyblade. But that's just my theory. Yeah. And I'm pretty excited to test this out, and I know I can't because I only have one hand, but I could always hand spin this guy and see how it looks. It kind of looks like one of those like those weird like hipster chairs that doesn't like fall over, if you know what I mean. I'll insert picture here, but yeah, anyway, let's put this together and then compare it to the other FAFNIRs. So I'll put this aside real quick. So we have Geist FAFNIR and Drain FAFNIR. Alright, here we have the FAFNIR family. And again, I feel like this is what Geist FAFNIR should have been, rather than this weird, like, you know, gimmicky thing with the springs in the rubber and the chomping mouths. I did not like this Beyblade, unfortunately. I mean, it looks great, but I just did not like it. It was, I don't know, again, I just didn't like it. So this is more of an appropriate evolution because of the way it's, you know, more circular, rounded. This is what it should have evolved to, rather than this, and then this, because it kind of like this is definitely the oddball out of the two here. But yeah, yeah, definitely an upgrade from Drain FAFNIR. You can see some of the rubber here, smaller, less exposed. It's more like in different straight or vertical lines. This one has a lot more rubber on it, so maximum spin stealing ability there. All right, let's do some weight comparisons. So first, Wizard FAFNIR with a chip and everything. That's 23 grams. And then Geist FAFNIR, this is the Cho-Z version with a little bit of metal in it, 21 grams. And then Drain FAFNIR, 13 grams. Alright, so I want to do one more weight test. I want to test out, or weigh the weight. So this is Sen, 8 grams. It was kind of like in between 7 and 8. And then 10, from Bushin Ashura, 8. Then Retsu from /Valkyrie, 9. See, this one is, you can see it's heavier because it's more solid on the underside rather than this. You got some empty spaces in there. And then lastly, Zan, 8. So Retsu being the heaviest out of all of them. Okay, let's see if I could put this Beyblade together with one hand. This is kind of an appropriate Beyblade to be unboxing because I can only hand spin. Alright, so we have that and that. Oh, it's kind of hard with the the disc being kind of free spinning. Yeah, there we go, one-handed. Pretty sweet. Yeah, so it's gonna keep it more upright. You can tell it's not flopped. It's not even touching the frame. I'm sorry, the disc isn't even touching the floor at this point. It may touch the floor on a Beyblade stadium because it's not completely flat, but yeah, on a completely flat surface, this isn't touching the floor. Just spinning it just to see how it looks toward the end of battle. Yeah, so it's basically just there to keep it upright. And there, and to keep it upright so that the rubber is constantly hitting the other Beyblade. Alright, so I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I can't do a test spin or a test battle because, again, like I only have one hand and I can't launch. Stay tuned for some battles next week though. I'm going to have my husband battle me. I'm going to do a hand spin challenge with this guy and see if it could absorb or spin steal from the other Beyblade. Alright, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and what do you guys think about Wizard Fafnir? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Beyblade Burst. See you soon.